What's an unwritten rule in your household that would seem bizarre to outsiders? In our house, we never celebrated birthdays. Not because of religion or culture. It was because of what happened to my little brother Tommy when he was 7. That morning started like any other birthday. Mom had decorated the living room with balloons, and Dad was setting up Tommy's new bike in the backyard. I was helping frost his dinosaur cake when our Uncle Pete showed up unexpected. Mom's face dropped the second she saw him. He wasn't supposed to be there. Pete had been banned from family events after showing up drunk to Christmas and starting a fight. But today he was sober, carrying a wrapped present, begging to stay for just one slice of cake. Against her better judgment, Mom let him in. Pete sat in the corner while Tommy opened presents, muttering about how he could have bought better ones if he still had his job. When Tommy got to Pete's gift, a plastic toy gun, Mom tried to take it away. Pete grabbed her wrist and snapped. He started screaming about how she and Dad had turned everyone against him. Tommy was crying. I was frozen. Dad tried to step between them, but Pete was already reaching for the kitchen knife block. What happened next plays in slow motion in my nightmares. Pete grabbed Tommy, held the knife to his throat, and demanded Dad's car keys. Tommy was shaking so hard he wet himself. Mom was on her knees begging. I was still clutching the stupid dinosaur cake. Dad handed over his keys. Pete dragged Tommy outside, still holding the knife. He shoved Tommy into the passenger seat and sped off. The next 6 hours were hell. Police helicopters circling, Mom throwing up in the bushes, neighbors bringing casseroles like someone had died. They found Pete's body at the bottom of Miller's Creek Bridge that night. He'd missed the turn going 90, broke through the guardrail. Tommy was alive but different. The doctors called it selective mutism, trauma response. He didn't speak for 2 years. The first words he said were no cake. He was crying, rocking back and forth because his teacher had brought cupcakes for another kid's birthday. We had to pull him out of school. That's when the rules started. No birthdays, no parties, no celebrations that might trigger Tommy's memories. We took down all the family photos from that day, threw away the half-frosted dinosaur cake, donated all his old toys. We changed how we marked time. Instead of birthday presents, we did good day gifts, random surprises throughout the year when Tommy seemed strong enough to handle them. Instead of parties, we had quiet family dinners where we shared one good thing that happened that week. Tommy's 16 now. Still doesn't talk much, but he's getting better. He goes to therapy twice a week, started making eye contact again, even smiled last month when I brought home a stray cat. Last week, my coworker asked why I never take my birthday off like everyone else. I just shrugged and said, I'm not into celebrations. How do you explain that in our house? Every birthday candle looks like a countdown to the worst day of our lives. Yesterday, I found Tommy in the garage, staring at Dad's old photo albums. There was a picture of him at 6, grinning with chocolate cake all over his face. He touched the photo gently and whispered, I remember being happy. I sat with him until dark. We didn't talk about Pete or the bridge or the years of silence. We just looked at old photos, and for the first time, Tommy didn't shake. This morning, I woke up to find Tommy in the kitchen. He was trying to frost a cupcake. His hands were trembling, but he was trying. He looked at me and said, I want to remember being happy again. I helped him finish frosting it. No candle, no singing, just a quiet moment between siblings and a small piece of chocolate cake. Mom found us and started crying, not from fear this time. Tommy hugged her and took a bite of his cupcake. We're not having parties anytime soon. The rule about birthdays might never completely go away, but today, Tommy ate cake. Sometimes that's enough of a celebration.